How many people want to live a healthier lifestyle? How many times has inconvenience and uncertainty been the deterring factor? The gap between the lifestyle you want and the lifestyle that works is where ShakeSmart was founded. We are not your average blended drink shop. Our products are not simply a complement to your next meal. Our products are innovative, functional, and the perfect answer to the growing health-conscious market. ShakeSmart has combined the convenience and taste of the smoothie shop with the innovative benefits of the growing supplement industry. ShakeSmart is a growing company that provides freshly blended protein shakes for today's on-the-go consumer who is ready for a healthy lifestyle. My name is Kevin Gelfand. I'm the president of ShakeSmart. These are my partners, Martin Ryman, the vice president, and Ryan Ross, the chief operating officer. ShakeSmart launched in January of 2011 when it opened its first location on San Diego State University's campus, officially becoming the first ever student-owned business at SDSU. While we knew we had a great idea conceptually, it took roughly 7 months and 6 entity approvals until the idea became a reality. Our goal was to be able to sell 120 shakes a day. Starting with 3 employees, we were able to grow sales to roughly 180 shakes a day by the end of the first semester. While our sales exceeded our goal, we knew we were missing a huge market. Freshmen are a part of a meal plan system, which gives them a certain number of prepaid dollars to spend throughout the day. This was the biggest demographic entering the gym, and yet we received no customers from them. Why would they spend extra money on us when they already had to spend their meal plan money on these other locations? We knew if we could get access to this market, it would even the playing field and increase sales even further. We campaigned to get on the meal plan by diversifying ourselves from the other options, and in July, we became the first and only card operations to accept SDSU meal plans. Our staff grew from 3 to 12, and our shakes a day grew from 180 to 364. In September, we were asked to compete in the Global Student Entrepreneur Awards put on by Entrepreneurs Organization. With our unique product line and our cost-effective business model, we won the San Diego region, we won the California region, and received 4th place in the global finals at the New York Stock Exchange out of 28 countries and 2,000 contestants. Our sales continued to rise as we began averaging 445 shakes a day. From surveys we conducted throughout the year, we knew our market was not limited to college students. 33% of our customer base was community members who were entering the Aztec Recreation Center, which made us realize we had some more demographics to attend to. In December, we signed the lease for our 2nd location at the Horton Plaza Mall in downtown San Diego, which was directly like San Diego State University in that we were right in front of our target market. We will be opening that location on April 2nd, and we're able to fund the entire operations from retained earnings.
So why ShakeSmart? People want to be healthy. To get there, they need products that are healthy, convenient, affordable, and taste good. Traditionally, these elements have not coincided with one another. In developing ShakeSmart, we carefully designed a product and vision to provide all of these and make the healthier lifestyle a reality. And they need this reality. Over the last 4 decades, eating habits have led to dramatic increases in lifestyle diseases like obesity and diabetes. As these statistics have become more publicized, we have seen the emergence of a health trend, as evidenced by time spent on fitness activities, vegetable and fruit consumption, and more importantly, food retail market trends. Taco Bell's once dominant presence was interrupted by Baja Fresh's introduction of a healthier Mexican food option. When Chipotle designed an even more simplistic, wholesome menu, they quickly grew into a national powerhouse. Similarly, childhood favorites like Baskin-Robbins' 31 flavors lost popularity due to Golden Spoon's lower-calorie dessert options, which was then perfected by Pinkberry, who became a national seller as well. Blended drink market leaders like Jamba Juice offer a product with perceived health benefits but little actual nutrition. The explosion of the supplement industry has driven demand for higher protein, higher density beverages like muscle milk, which have yet to be offered in a quick service retail setting. ShakeSmart is the missing link in bringing these benefits to consumers. As we stated, we have combined the convenience of the blended drink shop with the innovative benefits of the growing supplement industry. We exclusively offer a high-quality product that our consumers can feel and see the benefits of. Our menu is a line of protein and meal replacement shakes that feature at least 30 grams of protein, are high in fiber, and offer a variety of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Furthermore, we offer whole food options like health bars, protein bars, organic peanut butter banana sandwiches, and organic acai bowls. Using high-quality ingredients has given us a clear nutritive advantage. In side-by-side comparison to industry leader Jamba Juice's product, the advantage is clear. Our product has 20% fewer calories, less than a third the amount of carbohydrates and sugar, and still boasts more than 30 grams of protein. To do this, we begin with a milk base blended with ice and protein to give us the same consistency and texture as high-calorie, high-sugar ingredients like frozen yogurt and sherbet used by competitors. The addition of the 30 grams of protein makes it a perfect option for post-workout nutrition. This chart compares us to the market. We know that we have advantage in all nutrition categories. This is going to become increasingly important as retailers are mandated to display specific nutrition information on their menus. We also know that we offer a much more affordable product than protein distributors like Muscle Milk. With your investment today, we will be able to grow the brand to be able to compete with these large companies. In order to grow, we have identified 3 specific markets. Colleges, malls with gyms, and military bases all have high populations of active, fitness and nutrition conscious individuals that lead on-the-go lifestyles. Their lifestyles demand quality nutrition, and our product delivers just that. With thousands of universities and tens of thousands of malls, we know that we have a huge opportunity to grow this company. With your investment, we'll be able to bring the real benefits of our product to consumers everywhere. So we know that we have developed an innovative, high-quality product and identified a high-potential market for its success. But in order to continue to offer this product at a low cost, we have had to develop a very lean and efficient business model to back it up.
This lean operation begins with our location. We have strategically placed ourselves within close proximity to our target market. This allows us to keep marketing costs extremely low by being so close to the consumer. We can educate potential customers on the many benefits of our product, along with sampling, which has been our best type of marketing. Acquiring these locations is almost impossible in a traditional brick-and-mortar operation. We have carefully designed a kiosk setup with a small footprint that let us streamline operations while achieving 3 vital goals. 1, startup cost. Our startup cost is $45,000 compared to a traditional blended drink shop of about $350,000. 2, overhead. Since we don't occupy previously established space, all we're doing is adding new revenue streams to whoever our landlord is. This allows us to have strong negotiations when it comes to our leases. And 3, opportunity. We have largely eliminated the problem of having to wait around until a retail location of good value opens up. All we need is 200 square feet of a concrete slab, and we can create our entire operation. We also knew that if we can create our entire menu line off of imperishable goods, it would keep our overhead significantly lower. All of our products are either frozen or have extensive shelf lives, with the first thing expiring being our milk, and that taking on average 2 weeks. Since our inception, we have had 0 losses due to product expiration. We have also utilized a cloud-based operating system built on the iPad. This allows us to see every important aspect of our business in real time from anywhere. This report right here displays our cost of goods for each item sold throughout the day. By taking these expenses for the day and seeing exactly how much we incurred in payroll costs, we know our bottom line operating profit each and every day. But how can we continue to drive that profit upwards? By seeing exactly how many customers we have every second, every minute, every hour of the day, we know exactly when we're busy, when we're slow, so that we can adjust our scheduling appropriately, which will cut payroll costs. Furthermore, we've cut payroll costs by eliminating the need to have our employees have to sit there every night, tell us how many blueberries we have, tell us how many pineapples we have. Our inventory tracking system built in the clouds allows us to see exactly how much of each ingredient is deducted every time we sell an item in real time, and our suppliers can log in and see that, and we don't even have to call them to reorder. They'll automatically deliver it. Again, we can see all of those reports in real time from any internet device. Since starting this presentation, just give me 1 second real quick. We have sold 12 shakes, which I can see right here on my phone. Furthermore, our management team currently consists of Martin, Ryan, and myself, each of us having extensive background on sports and nutrition. I graduated cum laude with my degree in business management with an emphasis in entrepreneurship and received valedictorian honors in spring 2010. Martin will be receiving his degree in integrated marketing and was president of an on-campus organization with a $250,000 budget and over 100 members. And Ryan is a candidate for his MBA from San Diego State University and has extensive background in operations management and multi-unit restaurants. While we each bring a variety of expertise in our respected fields, we knew having individuals with years of experience would be vital to the success of the company. We recently developed a board of advisory to help us in the expansion of the company. with each individual's expertise in their respected fields, we are able to gain knowledge on our most important business aspects, along with continuing to grow sales for the future.
Now let's see what all this team building, planning, and first-year learning curves have actually looked like. Here is a chart of our realized revenues for the first year of 2011 and the first 2 months of 2012. As we can see, in the first half of 2011, we saw month-to-month sales increase. Then, in any university setting, our slope. We leveled the playing field when we were accepted onto the SDSU meal plan in September, and our sales rose to approximately 330 shakes a day. In 2012, we have started off even hotter than how 2011 finished. A closer look at February 2012 sales, we realized revenues of nearly $55,000. This represented a 300% increase from monthly sales the year prior, and we netted 33% from these sales. Since 2012 has started, we have averaged 456 shakes per day. Some other key numbers. Kevin mentioned earlier, we only have a $45,000 startup cost. In 2011, we had cost of goods of 31%, and from historical sales at SDSU, we know we have a break-even point of roughly 4 months. We have since lowered these cost of goods over the last 3 months. This is our new branded cup, which we changed from a plastic cup that we were using that saved us 7 cents per shake. Additionally, we have changed our distributor with agave nectar that saves us an additional 6 cents per shake. That's 13 cents out of average $5 per shake. We've shaved 2.5 points off this cost of goods in the last 3 months. This provides ShakeSmart with one important asset, cash, significant retained earnings to fuel our growth. And this is where we plan to go. An aggressive growth strategy throughout Southern California and the Southwest states, and by 2016, sales reaching nearly $25 million. This is our growth by the numbers. Over the next couple of years, sales should be doubling. And by 2013, we'll be employing a much more aggressive growth strategy to reach our goals of $25 million by 2016. In 2011, our gross margin was 69%. We netted 29% off these dollars. We understand that in this industry, as our growing power and as our network grows, we will be able to increase these margins approximately 5 to 10% just by leveraging our bulk purchase orders. We're going to need a little something to get there, and that's why we're here today. We're asking for a $500,000 2-year convertible note that carries a 6% interest and a 10% discount at conversion. We understand with this investment, it will directly fuel our growth to 6 to 8 stores just to prove our architecture that we currently have in place and our ability to manage multi-units. In anticipation of this fact, we are planning a $3 to $5 million second round investment that will directly fuel our growth to the 71 stores we aforementioned. So we were the consumer. We understand the consumer. We understood we couldn't fool the consumer's taste buds. The health-conscious consumer is a smart one. We built our business around the mere fact that we needed to use the best, freshest ingredients we could. The only way we could make this happen is to keep all of our costs extremely low. We employ a cloud-based operating system. This keeps overhead low, inventory tracking pristine, and we also employ a small footprint of only 200 square feet. Keeps our rent expense low and allows us to position ourselves in front of our target market, unlike many of our competitors. Additionally, we only have a $45,000 startup cost and a 6-week lead time from the moment we sign a lease to the day we hear cha-ching. We understand that we might be a likely acquisition in the recent future. With our ability for significant retained earnings, we're forecasting a 5 times revenue exit in 4 to 6 years of roughly $100 to $130 million. And now, we would like to extend the opportunity to you judges to experience the ShakeSmart lifestyle.
And if you'll turn your attention back to me and to the product that allowed us to build this company, I'll show you exactly what we do at ShakeSmart. Right here I have a blender with our ingredients, all real fruit, high quality protein powder, all natural peanut butter. We add in a fresh milk ingredient, a cup of ice. And within about 40 seconds, we have a highly nutritious, delicious shake for you guys to try.
And we'd like to take any questions if you guys have them.
So part of the success story is your ability to acquire real estate locations. You talk to us about the risk factors there, competition, lack of space.
As far as acquiring our locations, since we're not going after the traditional brick and mortar operation, all we need is a 200 square feet concrete slab. When we went to Westfield, we initially got the deal done right away because all we're doing is adding new revenue streams to them rather than taking up previously established space.
No, I got that, but if Westfield, the malls are getting pretty crowded. I mean, Westfield happened to have an extra pad or 200 square feet. I mean, have you surveyed the real estate market or the mall market in terms of what availability is?
Yes, we have surveyed the market. We actually visited 15 campuses over the past 6 months, and 12 of them had the real estate. We actually met with 6 of them, and we're discussing with those 6 universities getting this to go through. As far as the malls, we actually visited 8 locations. All the Westfield malls in San Diego, there's 8 of them. If you can refer to that slide. There's 8 locations in the Westfield Mall, and each of them have the space for us to do it, and they also have the gyms inside of them so that we can kind of be in front of our target market as well.
Tell me about where you are in a mall. Is it right inside the door as you walk into? Is it an enclosed mall? But it's near a gym, or just that there is a gym inside?
The mall at Horton Plaza, the gym, it's an outdoor mall. We locate ourselves right in front of that the gym, so that's kind of where we're going towards as the mall setting. We want to be in front of those fitness centers because that's our target market. Like I said, all the spaces in those malls throughout San Diego, they have the space right in front of the gym facility, and that's where we do want to locate ourselves.
And what did they charge you for your rent going forward on that mall location?
Since we're not occupying previously established space, we were able to negotiate down to 10% of revenue.
And what's their normal percentage of revenue take?
15 to 20, I think it is.
What's the term of your deal?
For the first location, this one is 6 months just to test the model. We actually met with the executives of Westfield, and if things go well, they want to help us expand with them and grow with Westfield.
At whose option? Do you have an option to renew that after 6 months?
We do have an option to renew to 2 years.
So this really isn't a new concept, right? I mean, as you pointed out, Jamba Juice, before that, Orange Julius, right? You really are coming to the market with a faster, less costly, health-oriented product.
Right.
And that's what's going to differentiate you. But at the same time, you've got a small footprint. You're nimble. You can move quick. Doesn't require a lot of capital, right? 35, 40 grand to build. So your barriers to entry, as you gain, prominence, as you achieve some of the stuff that you've projected up here on your graphs, are really pretty limited, right? You're going to have duplicators. I mean, what's your solution? What's your approach to dealing with that? And to differentiate yourself, for instance, from the hot dog stands you see scattered throughout the streets of Manhattan.
Yeah. So one of the things is in a traditional blended drink shop, you cannot sell in that type of setup any type of frozen milk product. All the blended drink shops out there today have either ice cream or sherbet or frozen yogurt in their product, which is considered a frozen milk product. When we started the business, we wanted to create not that. So what we did was we did the ice with the milk and the protein, which is what allowed us to do this.
But anybody else can do that too.
Correct. Anybody can do the exact type of ingredients as us, and that's why with your investment, we want to grow rapidly once we perfect the model so that we can be the first mover.
A big part of your solution to that is branding, right? It's creating the panache and the desire to not only have your product but to want to want to spend money at your kiosks?
We believe the first movers with this kind of product are actually very much like ourselves, who understand the health benefits of products like this. The university setting has proved to be an exceptional branding tool. We get tweets and photos and text messages of students doing crazy things with our ShakeSmart logo in wonderful locations all around San Diego. So we feel that there is a connection there with like-minded individuals, and if we can move quick enough and create a presence within the community, I think we might have an advantage there.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Actually, one quick detour into the numbers. I just wanted to understand, your Series A is really, it's not really equity at all. It's really just debt, isn't it? Explain the concept of this 10% discount. How does that practically work?
Sure. Well, we were seeking debt initially just because we're only one location. We're opening up our second location, and we just want to prove that how we are managing it currently with the architecture in the cloud, that it will work across a few units. Once that's proven, we'll go on to our Series A. With the initial debt investment, with the 10% coupon, that will convert, if it's $1 per share at the next round, that will convert at 550,000 shares with the follow-on investment. So with the coupon, you get kind of a premium at the follow-on.
Okay, I'm still confused. So it bears a coupon of 6% interest, according to what it is you've got here. It's a convertible note at a 10% discount to what?
To a follow-on investment.
To a follow-on investment in your Series B, your anticipated Series B.
Yes, sir. Which
you intend to sell 15 to 20% of your equity through a $3 to $5 million capital raise.
Yes, sir.
And so, you think a 6% basically, return on a $500,000 investment in your concept is a risk-appropriate return to prospective investors?
I mean, obviously, that could be negotiable. Currently, we're on pace for $400,000 in revenue at our current location, netting over $120,000. We're opening up our second location that we think minimizes this risk of the investment. It surely is something we can negotiate, although because we do have revenues at the door, we believe it mitigates a bit of that risk.
Yeah, before I ask my question, let me make sure I understand. I think what you're really saying is that the early investor gets a 10% discount on the next round plus a 6% coupon.
Correct.
So if it went a year, in effect, let's say it went 1 year, you would have gotten 16% off the next round or something close to that.
Correct. Or if you'd like to convert the 6%.
Right. So the 6% goes into equity, converts it to equity at a 10% discount. So, so you talk about. You talk about basically you've got a bootstrap operation. You're going to build one. You're going to work out of working capital. You're going to raise some money to expand across the Southwest. Have you thought about, after a reasonable period of time, but shorter than what you've talked about, raising money? I mean, it's a branding issue, right? There's nothing proprietary about your blend. It does taste very good, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm not sure it's on my low-carb diet, but it does taste good. Have you thought about raising money and to actually take the brand and establish the brand in a bigger and faster method? Because that's really your only barrier, I think.
We agree, and we think there are some significant line extensions that could present themselves in the near future. Currently, we don't see anyone else doing this, and we have an opportunity just within San Diego to probably get up to 10 locations before we saturate this market. We think there are other healthy food options that we could incorporate within the ShakeSmart brand, creating it into a larger health brand rather than a blended drink business.
Just because you only have the one store, let me ask a question now. The sales really took off when you got as part of the meal plan, right?
Yes.
So how is that replicatable at the mall or other schools? I mean,
And to that, what's your retail price point of one of these shakes?
We sell it at retail at the same exact price that Jamba Juice does. It costs $3.95 for a 16-ounce and $4.95 for 24-ounce. So we meet them on price, and you get a lot more for your dollar. You're getting a meal replacement. And to answer your question about the meal plan, because we were not on the meal plan, it eliminated the biggest market that was entering, our target market, which was the gym. Those are mostly freshmen, and no one would come to us because they had this meal plan money that they had to spend. Why would they spend these extra dollars? So, and we took that into consideration when we talked to these other campuses. Do they have a meal plan? can we get on it? If they don't have a meal plan, then it's an even playing field. It's cash and credit environment only, and our sales would have been dramatically more in the first year. So we've taken in those factors when going to these new campuses as well.
Horton doesn't have a meal plan, right?
Exactly, it's a cash and credit environment. So, and we think we're confident we would have got significantly more sales if that freshman market wasn't limited to just using their meal plan dollars.
Is Jamba Juice on campus, and are they part of the meal plan?
There's 2 Juice It Ups on campus, which is a competitor of Jamba Juice, and yes, they are on the meal plan.
Okay, and what share of market did you have compared to them on campus?
We're not sure. We don't have that information from the student base. It's not disclosed to us.
No, just is it 5% or 50%? I mean, just order of magnitude.
Yeah, it's really a different target market where they're getting a lot of people that just sort of want like a refreshing smoothie beverage. We're offering a specific post-workout nutrition for active individuals. So we're getting all the athletes, we're getting all the fitness-conscious individuals on campus, which is a huge market and a growing market right now.
But you're getting that because, I mean, you've targeted that with your healthy recipe. But one of the reasons that's probably a large part of your customer base is because of where you're located.
Yes.
I mean, I would just strongly suggest you've got your band of supporters here, employees probably. You station, for I don't know how much you pay them, but whatever you pay them, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week, you put one of them in front of Jamba Juice or wherever you are on campus and just count. Pretty easy process to market research.
Yes.
Yeah, just comment is that, and I'm sure you know this, but if you don't have revolver term debt capabilities and you're going to the mezzanine markets, is there 12 to 15 points plus warrants is it in today's market? So just point information. And then number 2 is, on this right here, is I'm trying to understand whether it's a branding or whether it's a retail strategy. But the second part of that is, when you go from one location to 2 or 3, and then you start ramping to 10, 15, or 20, material logistics, manpower requirements, all those really flush up heavily. I mean, it's a radical difference. What's your operational strategies on that?
We are actively seeking an investment partner who has experience with quickly ramping up operations. To speak to your point about growing the cart specifically.
What do you mean investment partner?
An investment partner, an equity or debt investor who might have the connections with a team of managers or an experienced C-level executive that could help us grow this operation.
And you're expecting that person would be working without a salary?
Negative.
Okay.
A negative salary?
And also to your point, we've created, when we started this company, we wanted to create a scalable operations from the start. When we converted to the in-the-cloud system, we've tested that system and it works well. In opening the second location, we've created operating manuals and procedures. We've completely taken ourselves out of the operations in the past 6 months, and it has run with ease because of the operating procedures we put in place. And as well, we had 2 of our managers open up this new location and get it ready, and it's gone very well. So we think we have.
Yeah, but I think the point is that it's a sea change in terms of operations to go from 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 locations in San Diego to 20 and 50 across. I mean, there's there's a book that was written. One of In-N-Out Burger's success is a distribution channel, because everything's fresh, just like yours, and what they went through to. It's an interesting case study you may want to take a look at, but where? So let's go back to the personnel. The person that may come in that has experience in this. Where in your plan is that? When do you think you're going to bring that person or persons in?
Currently, I have experience running a couple multi-unit restaurants, managing over 100 employees. Getting to 6 to 8 locations with a business like this, I'm very confident that I'll be able to manage this. I have set up the cloud operations with multi-revenue centers. If those work appropriately, we see the growth of this company as bringing on area managers, hopefully promoting from within, that have the experience and know-how of our operations, how they work, and the relationships with our distributors. Moving forward, I think we have a couple enthusiastic individuals who know a lot about the industry already on this team that can act as brand representatives. As far as growth strategies, we probably could use some assistance in a few years. I'm guessing about that $3 to $5 million injection of capital.
Well, just a comment, and you know, just about every retailer out there has real-time information systems, and you know, when you talk about your, you know, your rapid retrieval of information. So, I mean, quite frankly, that's just the name of the game. I mean, that's entry level. And you know, my only point would be is that when you begin to get up to 4, 5, 6 locations, and there's distance between, much further distance between, you start talking about multi-geographic. Bringing somebody in a little bit earlier is you know, is money well spent. Just a point.
Thank you.
Can you be clear what you mean by bringing somebody else in? You talking about replacing yourself as CEO, or getting kind of a director, part-time helper, or I don't know?
It would be great to bring in a director of expansion, someone who has the experience in scaling operations like this, understanding the pieces that we need in place to manage a geographic location, especially as we grow out of San Diego, which is outside of both of our, you know, all of our comfort zones. But
the three of you are going to run it up to 71 units. Is that true?
We will be involved the entire way.
As CEO, what titles? Now you're at 71.
Sure. We could, I mean, titles are interchanged. If there is someone who has the ability to grow the business, and we think that is the CEO level title, sure, that can be discussed. We are enthusiastic about the business, what it represents. We know we want to be involved, but if a necessary change needs to be made to take it to that next level, I think we're all willing to listen.
You showed us that you sold 12 shakes, which is probably 18 by now. Yeah. Can you go to the? Can you show us more of a dynamic use or dynamic example of that operating system that you have? Because I think that's very unique, and you're not paying too much for it, from what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, one of the. Here, let me go to. One of the interesting things about this is, so how it works is ShakeSmart, when you make a sale, it goes into our point of sale system, which is built in the clouds. It's on an iPad, which the iPad, besides the point of sale software, has a lot of unique features. We can FaceTime our employees if there's something wrong at the shop and our COO needs to show how to fix something, or something goes wrong, we can communicate with them when we're not physically there. The POS system will then communicate with any internet device, so you just log in to anything that has internet, and you can see all types of reports, whether it's inventory tracking, your hourly sales, cost of goods, seeing all those things so that we know at all times, okay, it's time to reorder some inventory, or, you know, what's our operating profit for the day, so that we can run our financials. And then automatically we have our suppliers can then communicate with our internet system so that they can log in, see exactly what, how much we have left of each ingredient, and then they automatically know, okay, it's time to re-up ShakeSmart, so they automatically deliver it to us.
Can you do employee training and that sort of thing through the application?
Not through the application, but the point of sale, or the iPad allows, we can make training videos. We can do a lot of video things. Because you have the iPads on site. Exactly, the iPads are on site, so the technology is endless with that. And then can you also see how much your shrink is on a daily basis or an hourly basis? That's fine.
Yeah, no, unfortunately not. That would have to require measurements in real time. So we can get a general idea. The measurement tools that we have in place to create each shake have basically had a 1% to 2% margin on that shrinkage. So they're very, very good currently. But I think to your point, we need a real-time measurement of what's...
It's just that when you get more distance, people are eating off the company.
Understandable. We do definitely employ physical inventories, just not as frequently.
Mm-hmm. So I want to go back to an earlier theme, and that's competition, barriers to entry. We're running out of time. So could you very quickly, 30 seconds, 15 seconds, tell me how you're going to keep the competition from eating your shakes?
Yes, what we said was our product is much higher nutritional quantity. So we know that we have a quality product that's easy to market to these gym-going people. We've developed the small footprint, low overhead operation so that it can't be easily replicated by anyone that already has a brand. It would take someone with a new type of operation to come into the market and do what we're doing.
That's the question. How do you keep
speed to market with this investment?
Speed.
And when you worked with Westlake, did you get any kind of an exclusive in terms of one only shake stand in the mall?
just within a specific area of us.
Okay. Are we out of time?
Yeah.
10 seconds? No, we're out of time.
5-second question.
A lot of questions.
Thank you very much to ShakeSmart from San Diego State University.